always said that I do know God, right? So, and I've always felt like, you know that same feeling for those of you who have been to sort of like a, I guess, traditional, I guess kind of maybe like Baptist church service. There's this feeling. There's this like high. People call it a church high that you generally get. I tend to get that when I perform poetry. And so that's how I always know that what I'm doing is God related. So this to me is my religion, if that's the case.
Yes.
Do you feel me on this?
I feel you.
By the way, where in Africa did you go? Did you go like the whole continent? Where were you? Yeah, no, she was like, I gotta go to Africa, baby. Where we go?
I can't. In northeastern Israel, Judea, Israel, Tiberias, Jericho, all those areas. And there's black people there. They don't show it on TV. It's a whole bunch of them. Thank you.
Can I? That's what's up. We're going to talk later because I've also traveled the continent, so we should chat. Okay, so I know y'all are probably sick of me talking, so I'm going to get to the next piece. This is a newer piece for me, and I love it. And it's based on this. Have any of you ever read Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist? I read that joint like once a year whenever I feel the need to figure out like what am I doing with my life. I'm serious, and so it's this whole fable about finding your personal legend, and it's told through a story, and it's just awesome. And one of my favorite pieces is actually I think at the beginning of the book when it's saying like when you're doing what you love, the universe sort of aligns itself in your favor. But it talks about like how sometimes when we're doing what we're called to do, we're supposed to do, things get in the way, usually fear, but mostly fearing what we love will generally kind of get in the way. So I've decided to write this poem because I feel like sometimes I just need to tell myself I'm awesome.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that other people tell us that much, but we also don't tell ourselves that. And so this poem is for me, it's for y'all, it's for anyone in your life who just needs to hear that they are amazing. Like y'all, we're amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like we're capable of so much. So yeah, and I could go on for that for hours, but I won't. It starts. She's funny. It starts with we fear what we love. Yep. Being awesome is a monster inside closets, watching us sleep, stealing our dreams in the dark, and when we wake, we forget how amazing we could be if we just turn the lights on. If we'd only pulled the cover from under our eyes, placed our feet on the ground, and boldly proclaimed that we are not afraid of greatness. That no matter how many nights we shiver, scared of our own success, y'all, we will at some point get a full night's rest and we will rise with the sun. And like the sun, we will be bright and blinding and bold and hot and huge, and people will need us to survive the cold and the night. And we will awaken, y'all, as warriors of weary, as soldiers of failure, as griots of fate. Armed with weapons of mass construction, we will build a fortress of power, protecting ourselves from hating to be loved, and our capacity to be godlike, and our right to be present, and our calling to be parents to offsprings of our victories, and ancestors to heartbreak, and loneliness, and empty bellies, and grumbling pockets, and loneliness, and confusion, and altar reflections. And we will no longer hold our pillow too tight at night, wishing it were a warm body, or a healthy diagnosis, or a phone call from daddy, or a note that says I love you from the person you want to love you. And we will awaken with muscles up on our shoulders that are strong enough to hold the world up when people need us to hold the world up because they're tired of holding the world up. And we will awaken with our voices and harmony and pitch that makes a whisper seem like a rocket ship, and a rocket ship sound like I miss you. And we will tiptoe down hallways, making footprints feel like earthquakes. And we will awaken all those sleeping, all those afraid to be brilliant, all those afraid to be acknowledged for daring to be different, for those who hush when they should command, for those who run when they should stand, for those who need to realize you cannot hide in the light. It sticks to you like brown on black skin, like sap from trees rooted in sweet soil. You need to see that you are a star.
Yes.
Literally, y'all, I see you in the sky, defying laws of space, time, and gravity, because humans are not supposed to fly, but you glide like the first leaf in autumn. Your silhouette struts in daylight and dances with the moon. You are part of a collective, a critical mass of intellectuals governed by divine knowledge. You are meant to be here with a purpose. Just like I am meant to be here with a purpose, y'all. We are purposefully meant to be here so the sick can become a healer. The timid can become a leader. The weary can become a teacher. And y'all, the boogeyman can become a poet.
Oh, yeah.
Whew. Y'all all right? Yeah. I feel good. Okay, why are you so emotional? My sister's so emotional. Somebody give her a hug. It's okay, Tamil. That poem is important. So this last poem I'm going to do is, it's actually a love poem. And I'm writing it because, I mean, y'all don't know me, but I just ended a relationship and it's been like crazy trying to end it. It's been happening. You know that cycle that you're in? Yeah. So I'm only doing this piece. Honestly, it's probably not for y'all, but it's mostly for me. But like, I just need to just talk about love. And if I could have love without actually probably having a person, but it was sort of like I was just in love with love. I know that sounds crazy and abstract, but like, so this poem is really about like, I just want to be in love with love and nobody. And if love is in my poetry, then that's where I'm going to find love. So here we go. And every time I perform this poem, I always feel like I do it inappropriately.